I'm going to speak quickly, and then I'm going to let the children do the most important part. Come on, guys. Come on. Move this chair out of the way here. Because these guys are going to tell you all about our circular economy journey once they get themselves in order. So do you want to hold that for a minute, guys? Yeah. Do you want to check it's working?
Hello.
It's working. We're okay. We're on. So, I just want to say, as coming from the education sector, how proud I am to hear all the children speaking today, every child, even in the videos. I think that shows where the circular economy needs to go, is to these guys. These guys are the future, these guys have the ideas, so please just give them the opportunity. Before we start, because I'm really unorganised, they literally found out about this at about 2 o'clock yesterday. Yeah? So this shows how embedded it is, because I've gone over to you. Okay, we've got a presentation, but you guys are the experts in what we've been doing, haven't you? And there is our presentation. So, just a little context about our school. We're just up the road in Clitter, at the top of a hill in the council estate, built-up area. Lovely mountainside behind us, but not many community resources, have we?
No.
What's in our community, guys?
We've got Bear Shop.
We've got Bear Shop, and that's about it, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've got the community centre, but that wasn't being used either. So we're going to show you how we're trying to use our school for the benefit of the whole community. So, guys, I'm going to hand over to you. Are you ready?
Yeah. We asked our schools what they wanted for their futures. These are some of the responses.
I said I wanted people to recycle and reuse things more.
I said we needed to look after our natural environments, like forests, and stop cutting down trees. I said I would like to see no pollution in the seas.
So, the circular economy has formed part of our school development plan, as lots of schools have said today. So now the children are going to show how their actions that they've undertook are as a result of people's voice, and has been embedded everything that I've learned on my journey and have passed on to you guys. So over to you again, guys.
We have stopped using small milk bottles to reduce our plastic waste. We now use bottles and reusable cups. We have gone from 80 little bottles a day to 10 big bottles. Over a school year, this means we have gone to 15,600 small bottles to 1,950 big bottles. This also reduces 15,600 plastic straws being used every school year. A huge bit of progress for our school. We have planted trees to improve drainage and soil quality in our school. This will also give shelter for pollinators. We also have planted native trees, downy birch, alder, hazel. This will improve our school grounds. We also investigated and rescued materials within our grounds.
We collect old uniforms or uniforms that don't fit to place in our uniform shop. Our uniform shop is free, and we are trying to persuade our community to reuse rather than throw away. This not only saves money but stops waste. We also recycle coats, bags and shoes in the shop. The uniforms drop shop opens termly and also involves uniforms from our local secondary school.
I'm just going to jump in here as well, because we've been really lucky. We've worked closely with Tesco's, and I didn't realise, but all their surplus Halloween and Christmas stock literally just gets chucked in the bin after. They cut it up and chuck it in the bin, so we've had over about 1,500 quid's worth of Halloween costumes donated to the school that we can then repurpose and reuse within the school. The same with Christmas fins, so if there's any schools out there, please get in touch with those supermarkets, because that is their policy, to literally cut it up and chuck it in the bin, where it can be reused for communities in need and children that haven't got costumes. So back over to you guys.
We sent letters out to ask the children to bring in any old toys they no longer played with. They got golden tickets for bringing in a toy, meaning they could swap the ticket for a new toy. The toy swap shop was a huge success and it was very, very busy. We hold our toy swap shop terminally as it stops waste and keeps toys from being used.
Planting and developing our school ground is something that takes place in all classes every week. We plant a range of different items to use in our community cafe shop and family cooking club or one class. At the moment, we are close to harvesting our winter veg crop and planting our summer crop.
I love family cooking club. I get to cook with my mum and my brothers and eat tasty, fresh food. We use ingredients we have grown in school and learn to make healthy meals that are cheap. We then cook the same meals at home as a family.
Okay, so I'm just going to talk a little bit now about our Hutch, which is our community-focused schools approach. When we were putting this presentation together, we found it a bit like, well, there's so many different things that we're doing in school that have all been inspired by the circular economy. And I don't know about you guys, when you've been part of these cohorts, you've got so many ideas and different things that you just want to do them all. So it's been trying to tie them together. The children have been absolutely amazing, and the staff in school and running with different ideas. But one of the first sessions we did with Jennifer, I can remember saying in it, I'm really interested in how the circular economy can have an impact on communities and have an impact on that poverty cycle. So one of the aspects we've recently taken over the community centre that you guys were talking about, haven't we? And literally the only thing that's been in there for the last few years is Weight Watchers. That's literally all that's been in there. So the school now have taken charge of it, and we're using it as a space for the community. So in that circular approach, we want to use our buildings, we want to use our grounds for the community to empower them to understand how to be circular. So our community centre is no longer wasted, is it? We've got lots of sessions going on about parenting, health. The police come and do sessions there, don't we? And we've worked with the comp to start doing some upcycling and enterprise sessions as well. So the comp teacher comes in and teaches the parents how to upcycle clothing, how to sew a button on, because in many communities that's been forgotten. And rather than sewing on a button, they chuck their trousers away. So we've been trying to improve that as well. We've also set up a community voice group within the CUT, so the community are involved in this decision and involved in the planning forward. We've got a community library that you can just about see there, where children swap books, don't we? You can take books for free, bring books back. We also have, starting next week, who was going to do the advert for this, guys? Who's going to do the big starting next week? Anyone, or am I going to have to do it? What's starting next week?
Cupalicious Cafe.
Cupalicious, our cafe is starting next week, isn't it? So do you want to tell the ladies and gentlemen, and this is literally putting them on the spot, so anything could happen here. Because I was going to talk about this, but the board of me droning on. What's our cafe all about, guys? Don't tell me, tell them. Don't look at me.
So we bring whatever we've grown from the gardens, we use that to cook our foods from what we've grown.
And we've had to hold up, haven't we? Because we've got to do the food hygiene training, and you guys have got your food hygiene training next week. And all the volunteers. And the idea is within the cafe, volunteers from the community help staff the cafe, so those volunteers are getting upskilled in training in food hygiene and stuff, so you're then pushing them into employment as well. So what are you planning to do with your Cupalicious cafe? What's your slogan? Because you can't really see it from the screen. You see it down there? A chat and a tea is the best remedy, isn't it? Because when they're coming up with it, you're obsessed with a cup of tea, people got through away. So I don't know why. So we changed it a little bit, didn't we? Because we want to have that community feel to our cafe, don't we? Where we provide a meeting place. It's like we said, in our community, we've got bev shop and that's it. So we want that community cafe where people from different generations can come, grow things, can eat them and enjoy them, isn't it? Okay? We're also hoping that over the next few months we can develop a pay what you can shop as well. We've got the container ready to go, we just need to refit it. So that's the next thing on our hit list to do with growing from in school. Another thing that Craigfelen is passionate about is using our school grounds for the community. As the children have said, you haven't got a park in Craigfelen. I think it must be one of the only areas in Swansea without a park. If I think of my local area, I've got 3 parks within a 10-minute walk. You guys have got a basketball court on an old garage, isn't it? So we open the school grounds for the community. We're really lucky with the way our school is set out, that we've got an inner and outer perimeter, so the children have got access to the yard, they've got access to a little park area, they've got access to the mugger, and then next to the pitch we're going to have a growing area, aren't we? Yeah. So we're going to have a community growing area where all of the community can join in, grow in together. And then part of that plan, because the school year isn't set out really for growing, those people that are involved in education, it is an absolute nightmare, isn't it? You grow something and you're not there to harvest it, or you're pulling it out in July, you're going, quick, take it, you can't plan anything. So we're hoping to use our community more to benefit that growing cycle, don't you guys? Yeah, because you always plant things and you don't always see the end results to it. So by having our cafe, having our shop, involving our community fully, the growing cycle will work. I think there's benefits to this as well, that if we look at using the community and expertise within it, we might be able to manage our school grounds better. We might be able to save money on infrastructure in our school grounds as well. So next steps for us, we're going to, I need to press the button. We're going to continue using the touch and develop that circular approach within our whole school community, not just the children. You guys are going to push it out, aren't you? Now your mums, now your dads, now your nans, everyone's going to be involved. We're going to evaluate our curriculum to ensure that sustainability and the circular economy is fully embedded into it. We're going to continue to develop our school grounds so they benefit our whole community. And we're going to use our Craigfelen pledge to ensure that the circular economy is a principle of it. And then the last slide, those in my group will probably know why the exploding head is there. It's thanks to that man there. Sergio literally blew my mind on a number of occasions. As everyone does, you come away from circular economy meetings sometimes, don't you, and you're just like, whoa, what is going on? I think with this project, we looked at using community spaces, and we went round in circles, didn't we, Sergio? And those involved, my group was here, we went round in loads of circles. But the Educate has influenced me loads. It's opened my mind to different approaches. It's been lovely to have the opportunity to network with so many different people, seeing good practice, seeing my role in this, and you guys seeing your role in helping the environment, isn't it, has been vital to our school. And to think outside the box. So thank you, Sergio, for blowing my mind, really. And guys, have you got anything you want to say at the end? Other than come to the cafe next Friday. So yeah, come to the cafe next Friday.
Come to the cafe next Friday.